Hi guys, so today we're making the project that you saw in the thumbnail there. Unexpected, you know. I have just been playing with felt a lot recently and I thought, you know what, this would be really cute in felt. And Miranda wears a lot of little things in her hair, so I thought, why don't I make it into hair clippies and a way to present it like if it were a gift. So I think that'll work out. So that's what we're doing today. I am using the Spellbinders September 2024 stitching die of the month. The embossing folder is the standard embossing folder of the month, and I might get a sentiment from the stamp, the clear stamp of the month, because this one says thanks so much, which would be cute if this is like a gift and you're just saying thank you, a little thank you gift. But I think I'm gonna do a harvest of love and then cut it with this and pop that on there. So I'm probably gonna make two barrettes also in this video. So the stitch is called Stitch Sunflower, and then our embossing folder is Autumn Chevron, and of course the clear stamp of the month, Autumn Wishes. Really great stuff. So Spellbinders did send these items free of charge from my review, and of course all opinions are my own, and any links I have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links, so thank you for using those if you would like to. So generally I always give that disclaimer because you're supposed to, but also because with this one I want you to know they're not just loose like this. You're going to receive yours on a carrier with the stitch. It does have some information about stitching it up and all that kind of stuff. So generally if it needs instruction it'll be there, or if it's just inspo it'll be there, right? So I think we're just going to jump right to it. You know, these are a good size. Again, you see the thumbnail right now as I'm working on this. I have no idea what I'm doing. So they're like 3.5 inches. So what I want to do is possibly make a carrier for these to be on. So it'll probably be 4 inches wide and, you know, 8.5 inches as long as this is. I think that'd be good, because if I had a strip and I stuck one here and one down here and then our little sentiment in the middle, I think that would work really well. So let me do that right now. 4 by 8.5. I'll be right back. So I just cut out a piece of paper 4 by 8.5. I mean, you can make it into a tag shape. You can do whatever you like. I think for right now I'm just going to leave it like this. We'll run it through and we'll see if we want to do any adjustments to that. But I'm just going to run that guy through. It's a nice sturdy paper, so it'll hold our clippies. I am using these French barrette type things to put them on. It'll be a little harder to add this to this than if I was using like an alligator clip, which is normally what I do, but Miranda's hair is getting so much longer and thicker and all that, so it's better to have a French barrette or really hold on. So just something to think about, but I will run this through. I'll be right back. And for a standard embossing folder in the Platinum 6, if you're using the universal system, it's the A and the B and only one cutting plate, and then of course your paper in here. Very pretty, really cool look. Either side is really nice. Alright, let me put this away. I will grab some felt and we'll get started with that part. Sorry about that snap, guys. Oopsie. Lots of different kinds of felt, and for the... Oh, I would show it to you guys, but I want to show you the advent calendar projects I've been working on in case you don't want any spoilers, so we'll not do that. But I've been using a firm felt because of the stitching, but for the flowers I always like to use like a looser felt. So I'm going to use just your standard everyday kind of looser felt. And I think I'm going to make a couple of different flowers. Maybe one that's more like soft colors. I think that'd be cute. We'll see. And then some that are going to be like yellow and orange, okay? So I do want 2 layers for each flower. So like I have this creamy color. I think I'll use that for one of them. If I had an off-white that's less brown than that, then I would use that, but I don't think I have one. So I'll probably just use white, because I do have a very soft white. And then I'm going to grab some other colors for the centers, and all that. So I'll be right back. We are making 2 different colored flowers. I think for both of them I'm still going to use green leaves. I'm trying to think, because one's going to be very stylistic and like these light colors like this, and maybe it's better to have brown leaves on that one. But for right now I'm going to go ahead and cut out 4 green leaves. So these guys, just like this, I don't know that I'm going to do any stitching, so perhaps on the top one, but for now I was just planning on the flowers themselves. Anyway, each one will have a pair of leaves, so I am using stiff green felt for that, because I do want them to kind of just hold on to their own, you know. For the flower centers, we have this little piece that goes in the background, and then this cute one that goes on top, and this is the one you're going to stitch up, right? So, or just leave it like that and it has just like a little, excuse me, so you can just leave it like that and it has some texture to it, right? So either way, on one of them I'm going to use this beautiful color for the very background one, like this. This is going to be for the lighter color flowers, and then the dark brown center. I will do the dark brown center for both of them, so I'll run this through for both of them. For this other one, and this is stiff felt also because I want it to be nice and sturdy. Just the flowers I want it to be kind of more floofy, okay? So there you go. For the other flower, the one that's going to be more typical orange and stuff, I'm going to run it through this color, this little background one. It's barely going to peek out. And then for the flowers themselves, I brought this color out to do a center, but I really like the way it goes with this one. So even though it's stiffer felt, I'm still going to use it. So for this flower, I'm going to have one layer that's like this brighter orange, and one layer that's like this kind of peachy color. And then for the lighter color flower, I'm going to have one that's white and one that's like a creamy color. And when you're cutting with felt, you want to use a machine that has a lot of pressure. If you have a metal shim on your machine, cut into your metal shim, so it would be, you know, whatever sandwich it is, metal shim, felt, die facing down, plate, whatever it is. But you want to cut into that metal shim. So I will be back with my pieces. I have my pieces here, and, you know, I just kind of get them ready to pop out. And if you're going along and they feel like the fibers are still kind of holding on, just bring a little scissor in there with you to kind of snip that away instead of pulling it, because felt is felt. And so if you pull, you get all these little like hairs, you know, so it's just easier to kind of snip along as you go along if you have any resistance or anything that's kind of holding back. Okay, and I'll do that with all my pieces, and I will be right back. Again, we have stems and all these things in here, but we're not using those today. I do have scraps here that I'm going to hold on to because I need something to hold this other than just gluing it to your French barrette, let's say. And these are some smaller ones I had in my stash here. I just open it up, I get rid of this thing in the meantime so I can work with it. But you can definitely just glue it on top, but I usually try to put something under here to help it stay on nicely. So let's think about that in just a moment. Both these are basically the same. Again, if you want to stitch it up, you can just stitch straight across one way, straight across the other. So it's very easy, and that's kind of why in my mind it was like, well, it doesn't really have to be a stitching tutorial. I'm probably not going to put hot glue to the very edges of that guy, but I do want to see where this goes, and I probably should check that first. So like I said, just a little bit of that background shows. Super cute. I usually get rid of all the little excess glue afterward, because otherwise you're just pulling strings of glue and it's kind of annoying. I'm going to do this for this one. Oopsie. And like I said, maybe I should have gone with brown for the centers of, not the centers, sorry, the leaves on the other one, but I think it'll look nice and fresh. So we have our centers ready to go. And then these guys, so I wasn't sure. Of course I'm going to offset them. What I was looking at is on this one, yeah, the white can go on top. I wasn't sure which color I wanted to go on top or on the bottom here. On this one for sure the lighter color is going to go at the bottom because it's that stiff felt, and I just rather have it there for stability. This I'm just going to pick up because I really like the way I layered that. Oh, okay, well, the other thing we can talk about now is the leaves. Do you want the leaves sandwiched? But I'm going to put them in the back. So there's that guy. And this is the one I chose for this, that cute pink, kind of peachy pink showing through. Oh, this is going to make such a cute barrette. It's a good size, guys. You can see, when I saw this, I was like, I was already thinking towards barrettes or something like that, because it's just such a nice, big piece. And then we have some of these leaves. So again, where do you want them? They basically are made to go on the stem. But for me, do we even need them? I like the shape of that one better that way. Maybe that's what I want. That way and that way. Something like that, just barely peeking out from the back. That's okay. I'm probably gonna, again, get those on there in a way that will be supported with the barrette. So I'm just making sure it's touching the center at all. And I'll do the exact same thing for this guy. A little hot glue, put this one on here offset in a way that looks nice. That looks nice. Pop the center in and add these guys in the back. The leaves a little bit different on this one than this one. They're both so pretty. Look at that. Cute. And so we're just going to attach this to our barrette. And I mean, generally I put it on the way that I would want the barrette to go in, but it's a barrette. You can put it however you want. You're not going to see it in the background. Generally, I guess if it's like on the side of your head, you can put it however you want. If you're putting this on top of a pony, it basically has to go the right way, right? So for me, something like that would be good. And, you know, again, I have some of these pieces, just something to help me attach that there, and maybe even a piece like this would be ideal. Just a little something that'll help us with that. And so I'm going to put some hot glue right here just to pop that on. And a French barrette does have kind of a rounded shape to it, so I'm just going to hold that up. And then I'm going to put some hot glue going in the other direction. Just to really help us keep this on here. Again, following that contour. And I'll do the exact same thing for the other guy. And usually I wait till it cools off, but I'll show you. I'll just pop this guy back in. You guys remember using these back in the day? Just kind of push it towards you so it clips back in, and your barrette is ready to go. I'll do the same thing with the second one. Okay guys, these look so cute together. Oh my goodness, love it. Okay, so basically my idea was to mount them like on here, and it would be a cute way to gift somebody something like this, right? Like I said, maybe make it a tag shape. Should we make it a tag shape? That'd be cute, huh? Okay, fine. Let's make it a tag shape. And I mean, I'm just gonna cut it. So I'm looking at this, I can see there's a line right here that looks pretty nice, so I'm gonna follow that line, and then what I'm going to do is take that piece and turn it over and cut it off of this side and just kind of hold down to that, and hopefully that's about even. And then I'm going to punch a little hole at the top with a hole punch. So I'm just going to grab a little punch and just punch a little hole. And you guys have a mess here. Woo. All right, let's get that there. And let's do a Harvest of Love. Cute. If you're stamping in brown ink, we can stamp it in brown ink just so we can continue that kind of autumn feel. And so I hope, you know, this is nothing new. We've been playing with felt and our dies for a very long time, but I hope you're getting some fun ideas recently here. Really juice that up because I'm just going to go for it. And if it's not quite ready, then I'll just stamp it again. I'm just stamping it wherever because I do have the die for it. Oh, stamped it a little bit crooked in the very center. It's the way I put it on here. Should be up a little bit more there. But that's okay. And I'm just going to tape that down, run that through, and I'll be right back, guys. I am loving the way this project is coming out. I've just been making a lot of projects recently. I think it's fun. Okay, so again, this one's a little bit bent, so I know when I stick it on here, it's going to bend the paper a little bit, but if you're using an alligator clip, my goodness, it'll just slide right in there. So what I need to do is make a couple of slits on this. And, you know, I mean, I can take something and like really come up with where these things should be, but I'm not going to take all that time for that. Some measurements. I'm just going to make a slit there, and then one that's kind of nearby because this is a smaller barrette. So if we have that one there, let's just pretendsies, and a good size of cut there. We have this one here, like here or so. And I know this is just whatever because I'm cutting it, putting it on there. I'm going to glue this on first because I know this is going to bend. And where's my glue? Here it is. I had so much fun with this, you guys, because I had an idea, but I didn't really know how I was going to execute it. And I think that came out really fun. I was even thinking like a headband, you know. But I think I'm going to pop it just the way we did here. But of course, you can pop that on anything. A little bag, on a little gift bag, make a little felt gift bag, make a whatever, it's a topper for a gift, you know. I mean, you can do this for anything. I do like the way that that firm felt in the back is kind of keeping this up, but look how nice and soft and floofy this one looks. They're just both pretty in their own right. So I'm going to open that guy up, and that's why I made the slit a little bit larger. Truth be told, I just did my nails and I'm trying not to mess them up. That's all I'm looking out for right now, really. So from one side to the other. Look at that. And like I said, I knew it was going to bend this. And then the other one might be easier to put on because I made a bigger slit. Like I cut it a little bit longer. Probably an inch, where the other one might be like 3/4 of an inch or so. Oh my gosh, you guys. How cute is that? And I'm definitely going to find, hopefully I have some in my stash. I'm going to say I'm definitely going to find, and then I don't have it. But like some kind of organza ribbon, something that's kind of floofy, or even just tulle. Cut it kind of like in a thinner, maybe like that, so it bunches up. Pop it in here, just make a knot, you know, so it's all cute and sticking out of the top, or a nice bow. Definitely going to do that. So thanks for watching, guys. This was a lot of fun. I hope you liked this tutorial for these little clippies. And you know what? I'm going to be a patient girl. I'm going to wait for Miranda to get home and get a picture of her with one of these like in her hair. So I'll have that in here for you guys. Thanks for watching. I will see you all at the next one. Images are coming up. Links in the description box. All right, bye now.